What's up, Fire Nation? It's your boy Rico, along with my little big cousin G-Baby and our boy Raul, the Zookeeper, and we are the Friendly Fire Podcast, the hottest podcast on either side of the Mississippi. Episode 34, baby.
34.
Walter Payton, sweetness. We in this bad boy. How y'all doing today? Wellness check.
Doing good. Doing great.
Zoo talk to me.
Doing good, though. Tired but great.
Yeah, man, this is on the... Our boy
Building
Zoo
houses.
was building houses. Ladies, if you get you a man that's going to build you a house.
you a house.
Get on.
Hey.
That's the type of man y'all want.
Yeah.
Zoo is that man.
You know when they're always like when they're like, oh, do you cook? And they're like, well, do you build a house? Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do
Now it's on his resume. Zendaya, when you hear this,
Yeah.
you need your mansion built.
You cook the dinner.
Raul
I'll
was-
build the
yeah,
roof.
I got you.
She gonna 5 courses all day for a mansion in the hills. Okay.
Oh, man. The air a little thin up here.
Get that beefaroni about that cabinet that I built.
Like, on top of the Hollywood Hill sign. Chill.
That I repaired. Did all of that.
Did change the light bulb up there.
Oh, man. Okay. So, fellas, question of the day. We've been, especially in the news, been a lot of rich people with a lot of sponsorships and stuff going on. So, I was thinking, if you guys could only have one person, one company sponsor y'all, who would it be?
Nike.
I was thinking that.
I'd never have to buy clothes again.
They
I
got
would
draws
never
and
have-
everything.
I would be wearing tracksuits. And me and my brother say it all the time, tracksuits. What is that? Orange, I'm wearing that one today.
Damn.
Blue, I'm wearing that one. All the ones, all the joy, I'm wearing all of that forever. Like, this is the Met Gala. And I understand this is
Tracksuits
my
for all
Scottie
day.
Pippen jersey with these up tempos from 97.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
I understand the assignment very well.
I wanted to buy my
good.
uncle those up tempos once because he's like a huge Scottie Pippen fan. He has like the big
My
poster
nephew
and
got
everything.
them.
Yeah.
And I outgrew them in like 2 months. I'm like, damn, I couldn't even get a pair.
What about you, Zoo?
It'd probably be like some major brand like Louis V or something.
Really?
Then start boosting.
We flipping it. We flipping it.
You flipping it.
I'm not mad at that. I think I'll probably be the athlete in me is definitely saying Nike.
Or I would do food. Because then I wear, but I love Joe's shirt all the time. Like, I can get free wings whenever I want to.
Yeah. Sharks.
Facts.
So, yeah.
The sharks.
Well,
You might have to
okay.
find somebody else. They ain't gonna pay us.
Like, with what money?
They gonna close down the shop and go to another spot. Damn.
We tried it. But we are here because this has been a very eventful week. There's been a lot of shenanigans going on.
A lot of insane
And
stuff.
a lot of insane stuff. And then it was capped off with Zoo's favorite person in the world besides his mama and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, hands in
Mr.
there.
Ye. It's just Ye now, apparently.
Ye.
Uh,
The man formerly known as Kanye West.
he went on Drinking Champs is the name
Drinking
of it, right?
champs with Nori
And
another
gave
guy.
them 2 hours and 24 minutes of straight content. The man was talking.
Mm-hmm.
Zoo, let's break it down.
Where do we start?
You start.
You start.
It was, I mean,
Your
he
world,
said,
we
he
just
said an
living
array
in.
of things. I guess the main one that was all over the interwebs was when they asked him, would you do a versus? He said 100% first, because they first asked him, do you want to do a versus? And he's like, yeah, but they're going to have to do 4v1 because
I need
I'm
a
watching
producer.
them.
I need a rapper.
Yeah,
What
a
is it?
singer
Yeah.
and like just an artist in general
Yeah.
or something like that. And he's like, and I'm still watching.
Mhm.
And then they were like, Nori was me. If you guys ever want to see how I would react,
Support. Support.
All
That's
that
how
nigga
you
did was
if I
clap.
ever met Ye, that's me. I'm just after everything. And
Let's
they
clap
made
it up
the
for Ye.
whole-
The nigga ain't
man.
said
So
nothing. Like
rude.
all he did was take a sip. Like, bro.
Yeah, like that was. He sparked up a blunt. He started cheering him. It was the funniest thing ever.
Like, he is, okay, I get that
loved
you
it.
a fan, but God,
That was
dog.
crazy. That was me.
Slow down,
That was
man.
me.
And the thing about Drinking Champs, before I let you get back,
Yeah.
like Nori is terrible on that show because he just
he's
be
always
interrupting
drunk.
people. He be slapped before they get on the show. Yo, take a shot. Kanye West be, yeah, I'm about to break down the Da Vinci Code. He like, yo, you take a shot with this. I'm like, bro, shut up. and
Yeah,
let
he's
him
always
talk.
drunk. He's like, it's drinking champs for a reason.
Yeah,
He's-
clearly.
Like,
he's
you are
out
not
there.
a champion. I don't think you've won an episode.
You
yet.
lost every fight.
Facts.
You keep going back.
Drunkity drunk. But yeah, so that was the main one. So that's how they warmed it up, and then they went with the, all right, would you battle Hove or Drake? And then he said, I wouldn't battle Hove because that's my boss. But he's like, Drake, bro, in my sleep. He basically said that, in my sleep. And
But they squashed the beef.
I mean, we proved
Yeah.
it here. We proved it here.
Yeah, we did prove
You
it
won by
here.
like
sleep.
2. But no.
Somebody
it-
stole the ballots.
But it was one of those things where, I mean, it's the competitor in him. What is he supposed to say?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
Drake gonna beat me?
No.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to say, and then, now to his credit, he did give Drake his credit as an artist and was like, no, what he's done,
Yeah.
you can't talk hip-hop without talking Drake.
Yeah.
And he was just like, nah, but I think I would win. Like, but he dodged the question when they asked if he would go against Dre in the producer battle, though. He was like, "Oh well, see, that's why you need 4 people." No, nigga, answer the question. Answer the question. Are you gonna beat Dr. Dre?
I think they're friends. He's still working on his album. That's why. He's like, I need
that. How soon they forgot about
He ducked that question real smooth. Like, well, yeah, we're gonna need 4 people to go against me.
He's like, I need Dre to finish my album. Still,
what is Kanye gonna do when the DLC walk out of there? It's high energy, flowing with. Oh, he ain't got nothing to match that.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, so that was the first.
That was the first. What was the most viral moment?
The most viral moment was
let's get into it.
When he attacked his former signee.
All them niggas are still signed to him.
Big Sean.
All them niggas.
No, Big Sean said he's not signed to him anymore.
Oh, okay. He must have just his
yeah,
album,
they just finished.
Okay, I'm about to say his album just dropped this year and it was under good music.
I think that was his last album.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, Mr. Big Sean. They asked Kanye, "Who are you taking?" They didn't even ask him who's the worst. He didn't say who's your least favorite person. They asked him who's your favorite person that you signed, or between these 2 rappers, who'd you pick, Pusha T
he
or Big
started
Sean?
Slandering.
And then he picked up this little Halloween decor, said R.I.P. And he's like, "It's gonna say on my tomb, you're dead because you signed Big Sean." And then Nori starts clapping.
He said no. If you were. When I wake up in hell or some shit, he's like, you're gonna be here because you signed Big Sean.
Yeah, he was like, the worst thing I did was sign Big Sean. Nori already blasted. Was like,
that's what I'm talking about.
He's like, wait, the worst. Oh, I thought you said the best. Oh my goodness. Like,
and then the internet went in because this was live. Well, it wasn't live. It was pre-recorded. But you know when YouTube,
it was a live reaction when it dropped.
Because when YouTube releases stuff now, you can set it as a premiere and everybody watches it in real time. There was like 200K people watching it at the same time. I think at least after 24 hours, it had already 8 million views. The episode, I think, it's their highest. For the whole channel, for Revolt TV in general, is their most watched, like over Joe Budden, over all these other like. That they have. Oh yeah,
that's next. You got to write them down.
Right about it.
Right,
but yeah, he attacked Big Sean. To everybody was shocked because he did drop and he made fun of him. He didn't just attack him for that little he kept talking shit about him. I don't know if you watched the full 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I didn't get all the way.
I got like 40 minutes left.
During like every segment, he would make fun of, like at the end there was like 10 minutes left to the show and he was just like Big Sean has that song Ass. And then Kanye was just like ass. He's like, what kind of song is that? Who makes a song like that? And I was like,
the same man who made a poopity scoop song get mad at somebody making a twerking song.
Yeah.
Kanye made when he didn't make, but he probably produced the birthday song with 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted the good music had a time where they just wanted booties gyrating, and both of y'all made a hit to do that. I mean, now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
And the whole reason he was even mad was because both Big Sean and John Legend didn't vote for him for presidency.
Well, because they was both dogging him out.
Well, it wasn't because of that.
It was not dogging him out. I read they did not dog him out. They just didn't agree with his point of view.
But I guess because he ended up explaining further, like down the interview. He's like, I don't mind that they didn't vote, because he brought up Charlemagne the God. He's like, I know Charlemagne didn't vote for me. Like me and Charlemagne are cool. He texted me, I support you and I'm happy you're running, but I can't vote for you. And he's like, I respected that. I just didn't. Big Sean and John Legend didn't talk to Ye, and they didn't. They just brought it to Twitter and were like, because I believe John Legend was like, take this election seriously. Don't vote for people inserting themselves or something like that. Vote for basically the right guy. Or he didn't say don't vote for Kanye, but he alluded that Kanye was doing this for clout. And then that's what Kanye had a problem with.
I mean, it's not wrong.
What is the answer?
And that's what Kanye had a problem with, because like I said, he brought up Charlemagne. He's like, he told me he wasn't gonna vote for me, and I know him, I'm cool with that. But he brought it to me like a man, and he was like, I still support you for running, doing what you do. While Big Sean Big Sean was already talking shit since like a while ago because of the whole Good Music label situation that he was in.
It was a contract, right? Yeah.
Because Kanye released his 10-page contract essay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wow, I wonder what I would do if I released my contract essay or something like that. Like alluding that Ye fucked me over too.
He probably did.
Thing.
Probably.
So it was a whole
you become what you hate the most.
But the John Legend thing I called out. I don't know if I had told you guys. I remember telling my boy Gabe, shout out to Gabe. And I remember talking to him about it, like a couple people at work as well. When John Legend said that, I was like, bro, that's kind of fucked. Because I said it was fucked up. Because I was like, if you guys go YouTube, College Dropout Tour, Late Registration Tour, in the background, dancing and singing and on the piano. Alicia Keys was John Legend and all those. And you could see Kanye would turn around and be like, all right, John, sing this part. No, you're messing up here. He's like instructing him. Basically, everything John Legend knows, I'm not going to say everything. The majority, I would say, is he learned a lot from Kanye, at least performing wise. Because you could tell in the College Dropout late registration, he's literally telling him, okay, ad lib here. No, wait, sing louder here. No, don't sing that. He literally turns around, puts the mic away.
Yeah.
And he'll like tell him. So
I looked that up.
So it was like one of those things where I guess just Kanye just felt slighted. He just wants his apologies, basically.
With respect.
Yeah.
I don't owe you a vote, and I don't owe you to tell you that I'm not going to vote for you.
It's an out of respect thing.
But do I though? Because it's one of those things where it's like, first of all, a lot of times who you vote for to some people is private information. Some people decide to share. Some people
it's illegal to share it. Mind you, I'll let you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
people don't seem to remember.
You say what?
That. You're not supposed to tell anybody who you vote for. It was in the Constitution.
I thought that was you couldn't.
You're not supposed to mention none of that
because it's supposed to like influence and
it's
stuff.
It's supposed to influence.
So I didn't know that, but
because like that Dave Chappelle joke where it's Dave Chappelle where he's like that super old joke where he's like black people would just like talk about like I voted for George Bush or I voted for Clinton, and then you ask a white person, they're like, oh Dave, no you can't tell, I was just having sex with my wife though, and he's like no, but who'd you vote? No Dave, we don't talk about that. That's too personal. Dave.
Yeah. So I mean
because it's like because you put that stand like with your religion. Like you be like, oh man, what are you? You be like, I don't do the religion. Oh, what are you? You be like atheist. Now this dude's a diehard Christian and he's made it awkward. Yeah. We didn't have to talk about religion.
Yeah, like they have that thing where
we have to talk about that. You brought that up. You brought that up. We was vibing and you brought that up.
Yeah, they have that thing where on first dates or like second dates you don't talk about religion or politics with your significant other. I guess nowadays the first thing they bring up is like you're Democratic or Republican. Yeah. And because I guess that makes or breaks, which is also going to come in later with the whole Aaron Rodgers thing.
We can actually jump. We can move Aaron Rodgers up because I want to talk about that. I don't personally believe that. Because I don't affiliate with a party. I vote for who I think is the best option given whatever. Like, if it's one of like, a lot of it be like the lesser of two evils. Because I honestly think almost all politicians are some form of evil. Because it's like to get into politics, you got to be a little twisted in the head. Everybody goes, oh, I want to do this, that, and the third. Yeah, the young guys, they may have good intentions. But once you've seen The Wire. Once you get in there, it corrupts you. They're like, all that free food for the black kids. Yeah,
and I don't think it's a corrupt thing. And it's like I said, I shoot some bail because that's a position of power where you might have to make a decision. Like these 300,000 people have to die, so these 4.4 billion people can live. And you got to be the man to make that
push
decision.
that button.
That's a lot to put on a nigga. Niggas are beating up their girls over what y'all want for dinner. You can't make up your mind between Chipotle or Chick-fil-A. You going upside heaven. This nigga got to sacrifice a country to save another country. Like, come on. Like, that's stressful. Nobody's going to like everything I do.
Yeah, 100%.
I just got to be a good liar and make it seem like everything's great when we're one step away. We've always been one step away.
Yeah. Politicians are one burger away from a heart attack. They be so stressed.
Which Kanye also brought up later when he made a joke with Drake where he's like, "Where's Kamala Harris?" He's like, during election time, she was everywhere. She was dancing. 95% of the black women vote. Yeah, he said he's like, "You got 95% of the black women vote. You think Drake was running?" That's what he said. and it was
I can't get mad at that because
and now I haven't seen her, at least on my socials.
All they do is take pictures of them walking.
Yeah.
She tweeted something about, I think it was either the stimulus. It was the stimulus. She was talking about, when we're elected, we're going to try to get a monthly thing of a $3,000 stimulus. Ain't her. It's been crickets.
Yeah, the last time I heard her was when she said, "Don't let them in, don't let them in," and they made that joke with Donald Trump, the meme.
Yeah.
They show you what the president is in grammar school. Vote for a class president. I'm going to have no homework on the weekends. We don't have pizza
Everybody
parties
hates
every
Chris showed
Friday.
you that.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, you get to make the morning announcements and hand out newsletters. That's what you do as class president.
Yeah, J. Cole had a verse. He was talking about Obama. He was like, don't get me wrong, but as far as change, I haven't seen any. He basically said, like, they let a brother steer the ship without letting him know it was sinking. He was like, you've given me basically a failing project and told me just do your best for your 4 to 8 years.
It's the burning house. They say, hey, put out this fire. Which one? There's a million. Like, which one should I put out in 4 years?
Yeah.
It takes 8 years to get any one thing accomplished.
Especially when if everybody in the House or the Senate gonna vote against you.
Just be like, this will help everybody amazingly, but he's black. No.
Yeah.
It took 7 years to do some health care.
Yeah, you're just trying to, like you said, trying to keep it afloat, or trying to keep the plane. Because when the plane is crashing, what they're trying to do, if they can't emergency land it, they're just trying to keep it up in the air to where it loses enough power that they can land safely.
Yeah.
That's
basically politicians.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And Trump's was just going down. It was like, no.
It's like he just was like, I'm gonna.
The wings is gone off this one.
I'm about to ghost ride this hoe real quick.
Facts.
But yeah, in regards to the Kanye interview, I mean, I personally didn't like him going at, because my thing
everybody.
the biggest thing to me with the Big Sean thing. I personally don't hate Big Sean like everybody else does. But even aside from a talent perspective, he made it like he went from, oh, I'm upset that they didn't vote for me, but now don't act like he's a bad rapper or whatever. Like he was probably maybe besides Kid Cudi, but Kid Cudi left early on.
Yeah.
Besides you, he's your most successful commercial wise. Like be real. Like don't sit there and get
at least that Kanye made, because obviously Kanye had 2 Chainz, Kanye had Busta Rhymes, Q-Tip, he had like
but
other
people that came
big
like
people.
in and out, but somebody that from the jump was I'm good music.
Because Kanye discovered him, I think Big Sean freestyle.
He pulled up to him at a radio station he used to go to all the time in Detroit, or somewhere. But like I said, the biggest thing is like you made it seem like you coming for him as a talent. It's like, no, you tell the truth. You was upset he didn't vote for you, and you felt some type of way about that. Don't start bad mouthing him saying, oh, well, yeah, the worst thing I did was sign him. No, he gave you, besides, like I said, the ones who kind of went in and out. He's your biggest commercial success.
The part where I did kind of was like, he brought up Big Sean's mom. He's like, cause he's like, bro, I know your mom. Like, I know where you and your mom come from. He's like, I saved you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you don't say stuff like that.
That was kind of like, damn, that's
like
kind of messed
that's
up.
some Chicago nigga stuff. Like, you going a little too far now.
That's what I saw a lot of people putting. He's like, everyone was like, Kanye's not even saying anything crazy. If you're from Chicago, you're like, no, everybody in Chicago is passive aggressive. Yeah, like everyone talks shit, but we're still cool.
Yeah,
like
type thing, and like other people are a little bit more
universal.
Sensitive.
Yeah, it can mean anything. Yeah, all right.
Literally. Yeah, but it was just like I wasn't really completely rocking with that one.
The next person he shitted on was Common and Talib Kweli.
Why was he mad at them again?
So they asked him Common and Talib, and then he's like, oh, 10,000 times Common, 10,000. He's like, what? Talib? He's nowhere near the rapper Common is. Even though Common likes to dance for the Democrats and do whatever they tell him to do, he's still better than him. He just has to work on that part. And then he went in on Talib because Talib was like, criticized him for the red hat. Yeah. He was telling him to come home. He's like, Talib wants me to be just like him. He's like, if I were like him, look where he's at, look where I am at. And then he basically said that. He said the same thing about Just Blaze. Yeah. Because Just Blaze, he says he copied him on the blueprint that Just Blaze copied Kanye with the soul samples. And he's like, yeah, everyone says Just Blaze is better. If he's so much better than me, how come I'm the billionaire and he's where he's at? That's his go-to now. He's a billionaire. That's his go-to. I get it. Because he said he put Kim K, Jay-Z, Kid Cudi, Travis Scott, I forgot, and Drake. Mm-hmm. And he put them all in the group chat, and he's like, I'm worth more than all of you combined. And that's his go-to. Yeah. Now he's a billionaire. You say you can't tell me nothing.
He's got more money than he's ever going to be able to spend. I respect that. But my thing is, you can't sit there and you can't get upset about loyalty and all of that type of stuff. What happened with the Dame Dash and Jay-Z situation?
Well, he adjusted that.
You picked your side.
But he said he said as long as I'm rich, Dame gonna be straight.
Yeah.
So he was like, he takes
Dame
care
of
of
Dame.
Okay.
Dame's his man.
And if you follow, I don't know if you follow Dame. I follow Dame on Instagram. He's literally
cookies.
No, when I tell you I think he lives at the Wyoming ranch. I think he lives there.
He's always on
his Instagram, like on his story,
like really broke.
On his stories, and on
like I don't try to be funny because I'm really broke. Yeah, but he's like he must be like, damn, you G baby bro.
He's squatting. He's squatting
just here.
But yeah, because he's always like, and it's not like, oh, it's the same pic. You know, like how people like chicks do. They go on vacation. They take 500 pics and then just spread them out over the year. Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, this man's like in new fits. You can see his kids growing in the pictures. And he's still.
We live here now.
He's still at the Wyoming ranch. But,
his kid's finna be top athletes in Wyoming.
So that makes it look like, all right, you went on that. Oh, my son's nobody's boss and blah blah blah. I'm like, Yeah. Well, yeah, look at you though.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
All right. Is there anything
Humble
else you want to
yourself.
pull from the Kanye thing before we move on to your
No,
second favorite
I
player?
enjoyed it.
Oh,
Obviously,
man, this thing was gonna be a damn war. 4 hours. I was prepared.
I wasn't about to go back and forth with him over this.
But I liked it. My favorite moment was I had texted Gabe. Nori brings up, he's like, you took that line from me, the $25. I went to Jacobs with $25. And
he was like, yeah, I flipped it.
Yeah, but Kanye recited it, and I was like, damn, he still remembers his lyrics, bro. Because that was a lyric from Last Call. At the end, when he's on that like 8-minute rant, at the very end, he's like, I went to Jacob with $25, wow, or something like that. And he said it, and I was like, damn, he still remembers that. Because last week, he did the Sunday service.
I forgot my lyrics.
He forgot all his lyrics.
Was it the Donda stuff he was supposed to be singing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
He did like the first 2 lines of Come to Life, and then he started laughing. He's like, damn, I forgot my lyrics.
Like, nigga, if you don't put some AirPods in your ear
man, if you don't bust out Gold Digger, get
just
up my
people
face.
gonna be like, she gave me money. Amen.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite moment. But I just like him, Ye being Ye. Obviously, he's gonna.
It's not a bad interview.
I like that he doesn't like hold back. He's not politically correct, because that's my one thing, and I have said here before. I don't like when people are like super political. Like if you feel it, say it, type thing. But then again,
Certain status.
He's like at a level where he said it. That was his running joke throughout the whole 2 hours and 30 minutes. He's like, I'm trying to get myself canceled here. Yeah. And he's like, let's see if I could do it.
Like, I mean, when you richer than the 2 people that put you on, you get to kind of say, and then
anything you want.
Yeah, like you can kind of do what you.
You're in a different level.
Yeah.
At what point you're gonna don't book Kanye no more. Cool.
Yeah.
And I don't need it no more.
Speaking of like the cancel, just throwing it in there, like the baby. Yeah. He's back on tour with Rolling Loud.
You see, nobody cares.
They're like,
they were missing too much money.
Couple months off.
But my thing is,
you back in it.
They're missing too much money.
With the baby, not that big enough of an artist to where
he makes a lot of money, like touring. That's where he gets his stuff. That nigga be having like 8,000 tours a week.
Oh, you saying the baby was missing too much?
No, I'm saying people are like the label. They're missing a lot of that money from the baby. Like,
so they found a way to get him back. Oh, you saying they got?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
I say Rolling Loud easily could have got somebody instead of
like, if it was Soulja Boy, then whatever. But the baby brings in a lot of money. He's got a lot of music. He got a lot of videos. Like we missed that. People come to see him get rowdy and like, okay, you're forgiven. All's forgiven.
Yeah.
Slap on the wrist, keep it moving.
Which this goes. I'm on my Lonzo Ball shit today.
You really are. Off the backboard.
This goes with the Joe Budden thing, because that's how it happened.
Yeah.
He was talking about the baby.
Go ahead.
And Rico went in the chat. He's like, guys, is Joe Budden breaking news?
It was trending. So I'm working, so I get like 2 seconds to breathe.
Yeah.
So I look on Twitter. And literally, like, the third thing trending is Joe Budden comes out as bisexual. So I'm like, well, if anybody's going to know the truth, it's going to be Zeus. So did Joe Budden come out as bi? Yeah. And apparently, it's like, it was like tongue-in-cheek. Like, he did that to prove a point.
Yeah, so the thing, I don't listen to Joe Budden podcast anymore. So when he told me that, I was like, wait, what's going on? And I went on Twitter, and then I was like, I've listened, because I used to be I was religiously Joe Budden.
Yes.
And so
we have the episodes where we were talking about it.
and I was like, nah, bro. He always says some wild shit, but it's always taken out of context. Like, because I've seen every time he goes viral, and like I've seen the episode, I was like, they literally clip like 15 seconds, and it's like
that was the clip. That's why I had to ask. I'm like, let me just find out.
Because Joe Budden's basically another Ye, where you have to listen the 10 minutes before that clip and 10 minutes after that clip, because he just goes on 20-30 minute rants. So, and basically the thing is because with the whole DaBaby going back on tour, allegedly the thing that they're saying is that he's going back on tour because the LGBTQ CEO.
Why is that a thing? How are you the boss of just people?
He's Martin Luther King or Jesse Jackson. He's Jesse Jackson.
Who is it?
Whoever he is, or she is, or they is, or whatever.
John Lennon.
Whoever they are.
He's all sharp.
Whoever it is. They're Jesse Jackson. Yeah. So they all pay tribute to such and such. To the CEO of the gays.
How do you talk to the CEO of the gays?
They found a way and he
Elton
reached
John.
out.
I think you meant Elton John, not John Legend.
Yeah, my bad. Elton John, my bad.
You don't reach out and ask these questions.
But yeah,
you get scary answers.
The CEO basically lifted the ban on DaBaby. He's like, all right, we discussed it amongst ourselves.
They put it into the commission.
And we put it so he's good. We're still on Dave Chappelle, so you know.
DaBaby had to on the souls of my grandchildren.
You know what I think?
I love the gays.
I will not make another comment against the game.
You know what I think happened basically was that
blood sacrifice.
they had the baby was the biggest artist because they had Boosie, and then
rolling out.
No. So first they had Boosie.
Oh, talking about who they were slandering.
Yeah, they had Boosie,
Okay.
and then like damn, the baby came along. He's a bigger artist than Boosie at least now. So let's go. The baby kind of just ignore whatever Boosie. You would just let him say what he says because like if you see when he goes on rants now, people are just kind of ignoring Boosie. And then, so now we're on the baby. And then Dave Chappelle, who's a super mega star, they're like, all right, you know what? The baby, you're excused.
Right.
You can do as you please. We're on Dave Chappelle. Now, that's basically what happened. I'm pretty sure.
They want to target
going with
all
the
their
bigger-
energy towards
The
Dave
higher
Chappelle.
up you go, the more important you get.
Basically.
Like Dave Chappelle,
Gets more
Dave
more
Chappelle,
people talking
billionaires
about it.
listen to him. Billionaires agree with him. It's a
Yeah.
lot of money. It's a lot of people that'll back Dave Chappelle.
He had Netflix. He was able to get Netflix to take his show down because he wasn't getting rights.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I didn't like that." They was like, "All right."
Yeah, we take down.
they're 100% behind him. See, that's the thing is the baby can't reach those venues.
Not with the same beat.
But-
Because they
Yeah.
got powerhouses that'll be like, nah, we'll stand with Dave Chappelle. He gonna bring us X amount of dollars every year. Every time
Facts.
he touch something. Nah, y'all cool over there. We'll take him. We'll
Yeah.
stand on his side.
Because like with the baby, it's like more like, okay, there's a bigger chance of like the LGBT community actually standing against him.
Mm-hmm.
But with Dave, as we saw, because he slandered him the first time,
Slam six
and then
times.
they're like, you know what? Let's still, let's give him another chance. Let's go back and watch the episode again.
Yeah.
I mean the show. So it was one, but yeah, with Joe Budden, the thing happened was that he was basically mocking that. So because Joe Budden's always getting slandered over, I guess, the main attack that they have on him whenever an allegation against comes up is like, oh, Joe Budden must be either gay or bisexual. That's why he hates women.
Yeah.
So now he's just like, all right, I'm bisexual, type thing, and
Yeah.
then they're like. But they just cut that literal 10 seconds. It was literally no longer than 20 seconds, that clip, where he repeats I'm bisexual. He only repeated it a couple times because the other dudes were talking over him. And he repeated it to make sure they heard, and then that's what went viral.
Yeah, that sounded about right.
And
Yeah.
then like there was always the running gag because like I said, I was a big time Joe Budden listener, and they would always say, oh yeah, Joe's coming out in 2022. He'd be
Yeah.
like, no, why y'all think I'm coming out in 2022?
'Cause,
I'm
yeah.
not coming out. And then it was like, now you do it like 2021, right before. Timing is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Time
shocked
that-
because Azalea Banks is the one who said that because she got into a beef with Joe
Yeah.
She
Budden.
wants,
and
but
she's
my
up.
thing is, the one thing women need to stop doing is they're allies to the gays to when it's convenient. But the moment a man hurts their feelings or does something they don't like, now it's all you must be gay.
That's like an insult, right?
Why is it an insult all of a
Yeah.
sudden? You feel me? Like,
What have you done for me lately?
yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so the
Yeah.
Joe Budden thing was more of just to be like a
Yeah.
tongue in cheek.
Although someone did say that since Santana broke up with Joe Budden, because obviously he was on the show on Love and Hip Hop.
he wouldn't sleep with her. So
Yeah, that's
when-
what she said. She's like, well, I broke up because she wouldn't sleep. And then I was like, these allegations
'Cause
might be
there's a lot
true.
of evidence. There's a lot of evidence that could point to both sides. To this being for clout, and this I don't throw that on no man unless
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go into it. But he has a troubled relationship with women.
No, yeah.
And if you can't, usually men that can't get, will tend to lean a little, But I'm not putting that on nothing. I mean, it would have to be clarified a little more.
That's between him and God. Ain't got
My
nothing to do
thing
with
is,
me.
I don't agree, but you had a lot of people feeling one way about one thing, and now you change it up. Hip hop, you talk about hip hop, that is a big no-no as we see in the community. So like, this is kind of like,
Are
this
you
is
or
somebody
are you
gay
not?
in the mafia. This is kind of what that is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this is hardcore hip hop, and you
You
like to throw yourself in that. This is hardcore hip hop.
You were doing ciphers with Slaughterhouse and Eminem.
and you're
Like,
like
literally, when bro, I thought it's so
and then
funny
you
you
want
said that.
to. No, I'm saying you look at the lyrics from all of that, and you hardcore hip hop, and then you come out with this right now after so many hardcore hip hop heads that backed you. Like this, the voice of our people.
That's like a
and
Griselda
you just
came
lied
out.
to it.
But see, that's
Like a
what
Benny
you,
the
but
Butcher
that's
said
what
it.
it's like. If you,
It's not homophobic. This
no,
is
no,
just
no.
you. Just
But I'm
talking about
saying
the
though, like
culture.
if it's one of them things that it's like he was being sarcastic, then it's kind of like, oh well, oh yeah, I knew he was joking, but then it's just like you said, you can never be sure.
It's like,
because he
man.
has the same dryness unless he's actively yelling at somebody.
Because then it
Yeah.
X's out one, and then it opens a new lane.
yeah,
Now he's just ally of the community. He don't need Ghostface Killer and Raekwon interviews no more. Now he can get Cheryl Streep and this, that, and the other, and that's a money move. But you see what I'm saying? But look at what you give up. You got to end up looking yourself in the mirror at the end of the day, not me.
Yeah, RZA ain't inviting you anywhere.
You was hardcore hip hop. Look at yourself, boy. You done flip flop. Shout out Ice Cube.
Shout out Ice Cube. What else we got? Oh, the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go
it
ahead.
go Mr. Aaron Rodgers on
Got the vid.
Tuesday.
Well,
Wednesday morning. I woke up Wednesday morning.
John Wick is sick.
And and then they're like, Rodgers has the COVID and he didn't get a vaccine, and we were like, no, what? And after me slandering anti-vaxxers for months on end,
You're a hero.
this man comes out. Now I'm out here putting the cape on. I'm like, recall, quick dollar recalls. I'm going to borrow that room. But yeah, bro, he said I didn't take the vaccine. He's like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, flat earther, which I think was a shot at
Did he
Kyrie.
actually say that?
He said it.
Oh, wow.
Like
See,
verbatim.
that's corny.
I think that was a shot at Kyrie because people were trying.
Everybody was trying to compare him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not a flat earther. Like I'm not that over the edge type thing.
That's the thing.
That's
though.
corny,
I don't mean to interrupt you,
No, you're
but
good.
the thing is that because now everybody was looking at Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if y'all saw him and Jay Will. They've been getting into it a little bit over this whole vaccine thing.
Yeah.
But Stephen A. he went off kind of. He was like, "Oh, you're a liar. He should be suspended." Whereas with Kyrie got like 15 segments a day. Mind you, he's already on TV 26 hours out of 24. So
now
every
you want to be on this joint more, arguing about something else.
And then he was always talking about Kyrie for at least 12 of those hours. Then when the Aaron Rodgers thing come up, it's just, oh, he's a liar.
It was that one
suspended.
segment.
But that's
the next
it.
day, that was it.
And then Jay Will was like, hold on, where's this? And then Twitter was the same way. Where's the energy with Aaron Rodgers? I have nothing against Aaron Rodgers, but I don't really care about Packers football. Like, the Bears wasn't going to beat him anyway, so I wasn't really tripping too much over whatever. But it do look bad when somebody asks you your vaccination status on the podium and you, I'm immunized.
Immunized, yeah.
What?
And then there's like, and then he tried to clear it up. Yeah. And then it doubled back on him because he tried to clear it up. He went on the McAfee show like on
As
Friday.
always, yeah.
And it was on Friday, so everyone's gonna talk about it on Monday because obviously it was Friday like afternoon when it came out. So all the sports shows didn't get. All the big sports shows are in the morning, so they didn't really get talked about. So they're gonna talk about it on Monday for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, when I said I'm immunized, he's like, that just means I took other ways to like
the horse
to make my immune
That's what he
system.
took.
That's what he took.
He said the horse. Oh my
because he
God.
said he talked to Joe Rogan. He said he took the same thing Joe Rogan's basically taking, and he's like, Joe Rogan's fine and I'm fine.
Teach his own, right?
I'm not gonna say that because I've seen Joe Rogan spar, and I don't want no beef with Joe Rogan.
But yeah,
You've never seen.
And he did all.
Just call an ambulance, but not for me.
Weave.
You need to leave.
But yeah, it was an hour interview. Well, 48 minutes or whatever interview of him. He was basically defending himself half the time. The other half he was attacking cancel culture.
Why would people? I didn't know people was trying to cancel him though.
Cause the whole now if you're an anti-vaxxer, you're a Trumper. He's like, I don't even vote. He literally said that. He's like, I don't vote. He's like, politics is a sham.
That doesn't surprise me.
They might have overplayed the cancel culture card because there's a lot of people coming at him now. There's a lot of big names. This ain't
coming at Aaron
Sean
Rodgers?
Bradley. No, I'm talking about a cancel culture.
Yeah.
It's like, you got Kanye and Dave Chappelle and Aaron Rodgers. Like, come on. Like, all right now, like, relax.
Like,
that's a lot of money.
There's some people you can't cancel.
My thing is, you can't cancel an athlete. Because at the end of the day, he could disappear off the face of the earth once he retired, and it wouldn't matter. Yeah. Like, if he just stops doing commercials, he goes to the Hall of Fame, that may be the last time you could see him, and it wouldn't, like, somebody like Dave Chappelle who goes out of his way to more or less be a public figure. Somebody like Kanye West who's always doing something, making some type of money, getting his name in headlines. That's one thing. To try to cancel an athlete, with all due respect to Aaron Rodgers, he's not bigger than life. Like, if you're going to go for something, you got to go for a big fish. Like, if you was going to try to cancel LeBron, that's one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers isn't somebody else, we got to cancel him. For what? The nigga throwing football he's been throwing a football for 20 years of his life. Like, we not worried about
Yeah,
He
he's
throws the
straight.
football really good.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow.
Yeah, because he never speaks on social issues.
He
never
doesn't
speaks on
talk.
anything.
He doesn't.
Just yeah.
Like he could be racist. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it wouldn't.
He never
He
showed it on the
would
field.
never say it because he
Yeah.
throw that hold of Devontae like,
Yeah.
to the ends of the earth. So
Yeah.
I don't go catch that.
And he was dancing to Pooh Shiesty.
He was.
And he was hitting on beat.
Had the Glock showing and everything. But no, it was just like when every time I kept hearing you say, "Oh, he said F cancel culture," I'm like, why was cancel culture even coming for him?
He was talking about the whole time, and then the only big good point that Rogers made, which was like the differences between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated, because he says like at least in the NFL speaking, every day the unvaccinated you have to get tested every day. Vaccinated people get tested twice every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, they could literally have it and be spreading it, and they haven't got tested in 2 weeks, and I get tested every day. So the second I get it, they pull me off. Because he said even when he gets tested, he has to wait in his car the 40 minutes or hour that it takes to get the results back. The vaccinated, they get tested and they could go straight in. And then they're around people, and if it comes back positive, which is what I'm pretty sure happened because it was at this Halloween party and everything. I'm pretty sure Devontae gave it to everybody. I think that's what happened. And because he was the first one to get it. And like he said, he probably took it, the test, and he had it. Yeah. And then he gave it to everybody, and then they're like, "Yo, but
you
got COVID."
Aaron Rodgers is the big name, so when he has it, it's like, "Oh, stop the presses!" Everybody got to talk about it, which is whatever. Yeah. I mean, I hope he's okay, type of deal. But like, I don't think this was a big enough deal to where like, I mean, I get it. I want to word this correctly. I understand the people that were saying, "Where's that same energy y'all have for Kyrie?" I get that, but at the same time, Kyrie has gone out of his way to just stay away from everything. It's one of those like he's not actively getting people hurt. When he had to show up to team events, had his mask, he was doing everything he was supposed to do. Now you can get Aaron Rodgers being so irresponsible, like you said, Devontae could have given it to him. Yeah. So it's but like at the same time, like I said, with all due respect to Aaron Rodgers, he's not big enough to where it should matter that much. Like in regards to society, football is still a very much solely American thing. Yeah. Like if LeBron was dying on his deathbed from COVID, okay, that's global news or something. Right. Aaron Rodgers, obviously you don't want him to get sick or anything, but it's kind of like y'all were kind of blowing this out of proportion. Niggas have gotten sick. Niggas got to.
Y'all are making a big deal because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. And like I said,
and it's like because he's been so anti everything this whole year,
and he like I said, he's on this like little mini beef with ESPN and
which he should be
all the media because he goes to the Pat McAfee show, to give all his and he's
why are they best friends?
He's not friends with McAfee. He's best friends with AJ Hawk, the co-host. Yeah. They played with the Packers together. Yeah. So I knew that name sounded familiar. He's best friends with him, and I'm pretty sure AJ was like, "Hey, you want to?" And Pat McAfee's like the coolest guy ever. Everywhere he goes, he's like everybody loves him. Yeah. So yeah, he probably just feels comfy with them.
Well, best of luck to Aaron Rodgers. Hope he feels better. Hope he gets better soon. I got no ill will for that man, even though he keeps whooping on my Bears. But hey, it is what it is. Just stop blowing stuff out. Like you said,
people alone.
Cancel culture has official. Like once you start trying to cancel an athlete, like
it's like wow,
it's like the
be able to play football.
It's like the boy who cried wolf. After a while, it's like, all right, we're not gonna cancel every. Like, what are we supposed to? We're not supposed to watch TV anymore.
Going back to the Kanye thing, it was kind of. He said that thing about the Me Too movement that I was kind of like, okay, I get it.
What he said? I didn't completely understand what he meant
because he was like. You're talking about, I got inappropriately hugged. Mind you, women, I'm a feminist. I
remember that part.
You're putting, he inappropriately hugged me.
In the same boat.
In the same boat as somebody getting dragged in an alley. And it's like.
I chose to ignore that.
It's like, it's. I'm going to let it go.
I chose to ignore when he said that. I'm going to skip over that part.
But I mean, it's just the point with like the cancel culture. It's like. Yeah, what point is it like,
too much.
Like we're canceling everything.
Like we talk about the universal boundaries thing.
Like when is it okay? Because like why are we still watching Disney if that's the case? And I don't mean to get into koofy talk, but it's
like
you want to cancel everything.
But that's not koofy talk really, because it's like all these artists or actresses and actors have come out and saying like, yo, they're literally raping us and nobody really cares.
Yeah.
You see the Corey twins back in the 80s, but it's just like kids. Like it's crazy. It's just wild.
Very much so. And a lot of times they be like, cause like I think they were talking about like someone like everybody wants to make fun of Demi Lovato, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, she was talking about like that kind of started while she was on Disney.
Right.
Like it wasn't like she just like left.
Amanda Bynes thing. She went crazy because of that stuff.
So
the Nickelodeon, she was like, I couldn't deal with that as an adult.
Yeah. So
and like you could think with Demi, she's been famous since Barney. She was on Barney.
Yeah.
With like her and Selena Gomez and stuff. So
it's a lot. It's a lot.
They've been working literally
a lot of money. A lot of money since you came out the womb. Basically, it's like some people don't be. My thing is, you never had a true regular life. She may have gotten a chance to go to a semi-regular high school because there was a gap between Barney and when I think Sunny was a chance or whatever. Yeah, but it's like you still in that limelight. Yeah. You still actively going out looking for all. It's just it's a lot.
Yeah, your parents are like probably pushing you.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot.
My little money getter here.
Yeah, look at my little piggy bank. But what else do we got?
Just on the anti-vax thing again, Chris Rock made that statement. I thought it was kind of corny about Kyrie.
Go ahead.
It's like you attacking another black man, bro. Like you was just all against COVID, then you got it. Now you found Jesus. You
like Jim Jones.
Like that's corny. I mean, it's corny. Jim Jones is just like, yeah, it's real, and I believed it for the first time ever. And Jim Jones like, oh, this is a real thing that I should be worried about. But it's like, okay, you got it. You should. Hey, man, y'all should get over vaccines. Not like some people. It's like you're trying to do the Dave Chappelle the baby thing. But you're going about it the wrong way.
The biggest thing with Chris Rock is that you've done. I have nothing against Chris Rock, but it's like sometimes some of his stuff in the past, it's like
he tries too
you
hard.
let Louis C.K. just say nigger in your face with no issue, but you want to get on Kyrie about not being vaccinated, like bro, you like it's like what fight are you trying to fight right now?
Man, pick your hill, bro. It's like you got to pick your hill. You can't be in all of them.
Come on now, like what else?
We can talk about Elon. Calling the bluff.
Elon called out, for those who don't know, Elon Musk, Tesla CEO or founder, whatever, he called out the UN's bluff. So y'all know how we've talked about stop telling people what to do with their money. So somebody, I don't know if they were working for the UN or what, but basically they was like, oh, with 2% of Elon's net worth or salary or whatever, he could end world hunger. How do you truly know that? We don't know. But they said that. They was like,
same thing.
They was like 2% is $6 billion. Elon Musk, I guess he's tired of people telling him what to do. He was like, all right, I want the UN to give me a play-by-play of what the money will be going to, and I will give y'all $6 billion right now. And I will cash app y'all right now.
Because he specifically put on this Twitter thread so everybody can see.
Everybody can see it. I want it to be public knowledge.
Because then the UN like founder or one of the people that works for him was like, oh yeah, message us or email us or call us or whatever.
No,
we'll tell you over the phone. He's like, no, I literally said on this thread so the world could see.
UN was motherfucking us.
It was gonna go to the city. Okay, so we gotta transfer them over to our savings once you send it. Yeah. And then after that, we gotta pay all of us. So there's only gonna be like $25 left. And so then that will donate to some rice or something. I don't know. And my thing is, and I'm glad he did that. Like I said, a lot of people hate Elon Musk. They call him like Lex Luthor, Tony Stark, whatever. The fact that he was willing to call out a humanitarian organization on y'all have been goofing off with these people's money for all these years, and all you want is donations and do this and do that. Y'all got the money. What happened to all the money we've been donating for taxes and all that? All these people still sitting out here homeless, but y'all want me to throw my money in there. No, let me know what the money gonna go to. Give me a play-by-play, and I will gladly send you the money. And I like that because it's like, don't sit there and keep trying to, oh, well, you got so much money.
Don't try to guilt trip me into giving more than I really should be.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it. Oh, it don't take $6 billion, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, no. You wanted $6 billion. Just say that.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden y'all got strategies of how this is going to work all of a sudden.
Yeah, they were basically trying to, like, humiliate him, and it backfired.
He got too much money for that, bro. It's just, you talking about money. That bro got too much money. You're not going to sit there and play me. Like, come on now.
Quick shout out, rest in peace to the woman Henry and her child that Henry Ruggs, the football athlete.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that's so terrible, bro. It's one of those things that
you knew what you was doing.
You knew what you was doing. You knew that you were drunk.
Yeah. You knew you had a loaded gun,
bro. Okay, stop.
You knew that was way too fast.
Let's just break this down. He was in whatever sports car he was in. He was 2 times over the alcohol limit. That's already bad enough. He was driving. That's bad enough. He had a loaded gun. That's bad enough. He went 156 miles per hour on a residential street.
On a 30-mile-per-hour road, bro.
Yes, they said, because somebody tweeted, they was like, bro, going half of that is still too fast.
Yeah. You double speeded.
Come bro.
I got let off by a cop once. I was doing 60 and 25 or something. And he pulled me over and he said, you know, I could take you to jail right now, right?
It's dangerous,
and I was like, yeah. And I was expecting him to, but he's like, since this is your first, like, literally time, like, you have any, I'm gonna let you slide. But he's like, and he saw I wasn't drunk or anything.
Yeah.
But he was just like, you're going to jail next time.
Yeah.
basically.
like I've gone so fast, but I need to get. I need to focus.
Yeah.
You talking about you already? First of all, you already drunk.
Impaired.
My thing
Heavily
is
impaired.
You're my Uber. You got money.
Yeah.
But I drove this car here.
Call your teammates.
I've done it plenty of times in college. I can do it now.
You ain't doing it in a sports car.
I can do it now.
Call
Yeah.
your teammates.
Yeah, because when you have that much money, you got an Uber.
You can call somebody.
'cause,
They
like,
gonna come to you.
When you're with your homies, sometimes it's like, damn, an Uber, this thing a hundo. It's like, but for him, it's like, bro,
Come on,
you got
bro.
10 million guaranteed. Dog.
Whole
You can-
whole life gone. You ain't killed
Yeah,
somebody.
you finna go to jail.
You going to jail? Like, come on, bro. Like,
You're a rookie.
so the money was already like you need
That's
to work
wrong.
for this to begin
I
with.
think the minimum right now is 48 because it was 20,
Mhm.
but then they added the DUI and the firearm, so now it's minimum 48, I think, or up to 48 actually.
Life gone.
Up to 48.
Gone.
What you got a loaded gun in your car for?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And they're throwing the bug at him. He already got released.
It's all because the kid died too.
Yeah, and the dog.
And when
When the dog
white people and the
died,
dog
bro.
died,
over
I'm
with.
surprised he wasn't hanging off.
yeah,
at the
death
halftime
penalty.
show.
It was over. They ain't try to pin him up somewhere. It's RIP, and y'all be smart. If you guys know you're drunk, if you
Yeah.
know when you drunk, come on
Drink
now.
responsibly.
Y'all know, first of all, drink responsibly. But if you know you drunk, call somebody, bro. If you don't want to drop the money on Uber, call somebody. Somebody that cares about you is going to get out of bed to make sure you get home safely.
Facts.
They'll be mad. They'll probably
And they'll get over it.
They might cuss you out. But it's better than you either being dead or having somebody else be dead because you decided, oh, I can do this. I'm Superman. Call somebody.
Yeah.
That goes for
100%.
both of y'all niggas too.
I don't
If y'all
drink
get
that.
out somewhere, call me. I'm gonna be highly upset because I got work in the morning, but I will be there. I don't need y'all
Facts.
causing
Thank you.
issues.
But I'm straight. I don't
right.
participate in the drinking that. Like
You didn't
that.
even say that, Kyle.
Yeah.
I
Participate.
He might have been
we're-
sipping a little
I'm
something.
just straight. No, I'm decent.
Y'all, man, be safe.
Yeah,
be
sad.
safe. Speaking of safety, we gotta talk about the whole Astro World thing.
We gotta talk about
Astro
Astro
Fest.
World.
Astro Fest. I'm sorry. So you
same
had a
thing.
question though. Go ahead.
I did. So basically, this could have gone towards the end, but my question is, so the whole raging / mosh pit / death wall at festivals has been a thing since like Warped Tour, since like
Woodstock.
the 70s
Yeah.
and Woodstock, and like people have died since Woodstock. Because I've seen with this whole thing was trending on Twitter, I've seen like older people, look at their profiles and stuff, and they're like literally grandparents and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I remember in the 70s, 60s we did the same thing, and people
Off
were
of
dying.
acid and everything.
Yeah, people were dying. Do you think there should be? Obviously, you can't control when there's 700,000 people in the area. You can't control what they're bringing in. But should we stop the whole fest thing? I don't think it's gonna stop. Like
It's
like,
too much
just
money.
Too much
yeah, it's
money
way
in
too
it.
much money. That's how a lot of the artists
And
get
people-
paid, and that's like when a lot of people can afford to go see their. That's why I used to go to Lala every year. That's when I spent $400, but I could see literally my favorite artists front row or as close as possible as I could get to them.
Cause there's not safety like a big ass concert.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody's pretty much generally in a seat. There's security. I mean, you got security for 700,000 people.
Yeah, because they gave the amount of security. There was like 300 cops and like 500 from Live Nation. So,
AKA nowhere near enough.
so 800 people for I think I don't know the number for Astro, but I think it was like 50K or 60K people.
It's too much.
That's still
Something
too
like
much.
that.
Okay, so
And so how are they gonna stop?
for context, we went to the J. Cole concert.
Yeah.
I had the floor seats, and mind you, it's
Big
spaced out.
baller.
It's spaced out. We got security kind of ish, but even I'm still kind of getting bumped around because people
Yeah.
are vibing to the music. I can't imagine. I don't have issues with crowds, but I get very irritated when I
Yeah.
feel crowded. I can't imagine going
Yeah.
to a 100,000 plus crowd.
I still joke about with my sister because we went to Lala. Her first year at Lala was she really wanted to go see G Herbo. This was like 3 years ago maybe, and I still clown her to this day because we went to see G Herbo. I already gone to Lala like 2 years before that, like the previous couple years, and I told her, I was like, do you want to be up close or do you want to be in the back? I was like, the back you're gonna be cool, you're gonna be able to vibe out. Up close you're still gonna be like having fun, but because my sister's tall but she's really really skinny. She's like, yeah, she's like super skinny. So I'm like, you're gonna be getting thrown around, and I was like, you're gonna have to hold on to me the whole time, and
It can take away from the
Yeah. And she's like, no, I want to be up front. We lasted 3 songs up front. She turned around to me. She's like, I got to get out of here. She's like, I can't breathe. Mind you, my sister's 5'10".
Yeah.
Or 5'9". She's like, because she doesn't like being really tall. She's like, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'10". I was like, you're my height, but whatever. And she was like, I can't breathe. I've seen like girls like 17, 18, 19-year-olds that are like 5'2".
Yeah.
Just like being
pushed around.
Yeah.
like this. I was like, you can't even see because there's 6'3" guys right in front of you. You can't even see the concert, and you're like suffocating. And I can because it gets hot in there.
Yes.
Because of all the people, and it is hard to breathe. And I'm like, I sound 5'10". Sometimes I'm around like the 6'3", 6'4" dudes, and I'm like, damn, can't breathe.
Yeah.
But you know, you just gotta tough it out. And I told my sister that, like I said, we lasted 3 songs. We ended up going all the way to the back because she couldn't handle it. And it's the same thing, you know. You want to see your favorite artist. You're a big Travis fan. With Lil Wayne, I got there for Lala. I got there at 11 a.m. I didn't move from my spot till he performed at 7.
Whew.
So his set was over like at 8, 8:30. I didn't move from my spot for the whole day with just the 20 whatever
ounce of
water, a liter of water, whatever it is.
Water should be free at festivals.
Yeah, they hand them out. It's free.
Okay.
But that's all I had, because if you're on the side on the railing, you can at least breathe. You can like move to the railing. If you're in the middle,
it's over with.
There's like 60 feet of people this way, 60
bring
feet
your
of people that
beaters.
way, and no one. The thing that sucks about festivals, everyone thinks you're trying to get over on them to try to get closer.
Yeah.
So no one lets you through.
There's no etiquette.
Unless you're going back. If you're going backwards, they'll gladly let you through.
Yeah.
If you're trying to go forwards to the railing to get out, if you're trying to go to the side to get a railing, get out, this way to get out, they'll like, no, you're going back. You're in,
So to answer your question, no, they won't get rid of it. I think they need to put a cap on how many niggas they letting up in there though, because like you said, if you, I get it, there's money involved. I understand that, but let's be realistic. Say you cut 30% off of whatever. Just up the price of the tickets. It's not like them niggas not gonna pay for the tickets. Let's just be realistic.
No, I get it, but then it's like there's no control in that.
What you mean?
It's
Who
like,
you letting in?
No, it's just like you buy tickets and just say just give 100,000 people. Just say only 100,000 people can go. You gonna get 50,000 police officers to cover that?
No way.
It's overwhelming force. If shit want to go down in that, it's gonna go down. And you got people. I heard at the Astro were trying to break in because it's the rage. Oh, fuck the system. I gotta do. Is that that leads to panic because these people are coming in without getting checked. So now everybody's panicking. It's like if you yell fire in the movie theater and you fall, you get trampled to death. Like that's
literally
panic.
what was happening.
Like that's what happened. A kid died.
What's the count? 8 now? 8 people dead?
A 10-year-old died.
Yeah, I think it was 8 people.
Why was he there?
Dude, you'd be surprised. At Lala, there's kids in strollers. Like parents would just bring their kids in strollers.
That's nuts.
There should be no.
I don't want to see some. I don't want to see
nuts.
someone that bad. I'm gonna put my child in danger.
You are wild for that.
I'm
crazy.
My thing is okay. So and people were trying to put blame on Travis Scott, and I don't like it, but I understand kind of what they were saying because his whole genre is built on, like you said, F the system, raging, going crazy, especially in concert. However calm or whatever his music sounds, when he's in concert, he's a different animal.
Because I saw Travis at Lala, he gets
crazy.
Insane.
So, but it's like
his fans are insane.
But you and it's like him
and Playboy Cardi fans.
You know who you are as a person. You know whether or not you can deal with it. Everybody wants to be the big dog, and now you got 8 folks gone.
Because this happened right now that I said Playboy Cardi. Remember when it happened with here at Lala with Playboy Cardi and the Miley Cyrus fans?
Yeah.
With the Miley Cyrus fans, they were like me, like waiting all day to get Miley. She's the show.
Yeah.
She's the
headliner. Getting run over by Playboy Cardi fans.
They waited 12 hours, and then but the person before him is Playboy Cardi. She's a bunch of 18 to 25-year-old dudes.
Steroid babies.
Yeah. who's his like main target audience.
Yeah.
Against 16-year-old
Miley Cyrus
to 20-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Getting thrown around.
It was over with.
Yeah.
It was like
the same thing.
So slaughter, but it's tough because you can't say, oh, well, you should just stop with you're not going to stop with the festivals. That's first off. But
you got to put some sort of limitations on it.
But it's like I said, I just think they need to just cut down the amount of people there. And it's like, I would hate to think, and I feel like it is, but this is just me kind of being realistic about how people are when it comes to money. But there's no way when all right, we're going to write down the plans for this, for 2022's whatever festival, Woodside Festival. All right, we're going to account for it. It's going to be at least 5 people that are going to die because it's going to be so crazy. Like,
that's why you got insurance.
I don't want to think stuff like that.
That's why you got insurance, though.
Yeah. You sign those waivers when you do the tickets.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, like, and without even knowing, you just, I got my ticket off Ticketmaster. You don't know what you didn't sign.
It's Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's why you go here because there's a chance.
Yeah. And it's
that
not
you
like
can
the-
die.
and it's
but
not
you
the-
want to have fun. But there's a chance, small chance that the dinosaurs might get loose. And they got loose at Astro World.
Because
That's
this
all
isn't
that
the first
was.
time. Because for Lala in 2018, 2017, he, I think Travis was like charged for inciting a riot.
I watched his documentary on his the Astro World album. He was arrested because like it had got wild. They were like, bro, like
Because he tells people he's like I want everybody to like
to rage.
to fucking demolish each other basically. And that happens because I've seen like people like obviously in the comments and on Twitter and on YouTube, people who are like metal fans because they do we're literally punching each other in the mosh pit type thing, and they're like, oh, y'all can't handle anything. But the difference is you guys, when I go to a rap concert, at least before, I feel like this whole rage thing is more newer type thing.
I don't expect to be getting punched in the face.
The thing is,
Kanye West
you weren't expecting that to transcend over to rap because I mean, even though Travis Scott's more of an overall artist, he is a rapper as well. So it's like you going to hear made a right or you train like a light, you're not expecting to start just getting swung on. Like I didn't sign up for that portion. Like come on now, I'm here to hear the music.
But that's the
and
thing.
you got the acid trip babies next to you forming a circle just stomping into each other.
But that's the thing with Lauryn Hill. Hey, we want Lauryn Hill to show up. She might show up. That's the risk you take. That's the risk you take. She might show up.
Yeah.
You want a Travis Scott? Maybe they won't rage. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be cool. But maybe they will.
Yeah.
That's what the risk you take. It's like you go to Lil Durk or Pooh Shiesty, any one of these. They might shoot this joint up.
It's
It
gonna be some
might
game
get shot up.
banging up.
But it might not. And everybody might have a good night. But I wonder how bad do you want to see this? That you'll take that risk.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's tough. R.I.P. to all those.
R.I.P. all
prayers
those
to those
involved.
who are hurt.
Don't post I don't know if you saw the screenshot.
Bro.
She deleted her thing because I follow her. It wasn't like
they was lighting her up.
It didn't come up in my Twitter feed just like thing. Like I follow her on Instagram, and I saw her post that because I have a couple friends that went down there too. And I saw this girl post that, but I saw her caption. But I saw her pictures. I thought she was just gonna put like, because in her story she put, "I'm sad about all the people passing," and in her thing. In her caption, she posed, "I'm sorry, I'm sad everybody passed away." But in all her pictures, she's smiling, she's posing, she's getting her IG pics off, her booty pics off, all that good stuff. And then she went like on IG, her story, and she deleted it. And she's like, "I didn't mean to." She went on her apology.
White people are so annoying. You know what you be doing, man.
Were y'all the ones that sent me the black dude, the TikTok that was going off about it?
I think he did.
Yeah, that was
he was saying
crazy.
it was like hell in there. He said it was like ridiculous, But
yeah, no, them white folks, they be knowing.
Yeah, but speaking of white folks knowing, the NBA is getting they like racist white higher ups just up out of there.
Yeah.
All right, so for those who don't know, Suns governor, I don't know what his role is, but Sarver, his last name is Sarver. He's had a bunch of recent quotes of his go viral, basically, just for like the most rich white people are like randomly racist. They just say
no, they're not randomly racist.
No, I'm saying like the way they say it.
They're always racist.
No, I'm saying the way that like the stuff that they say, it's just like, who even thinks of this quote? Like
racist old white people. They come up with the most creative racism.
That's what I meant to say.
When it comes to torturing niggas and talking about people, oh man, not just niggas, just all type of people.
Yeah.
They come up with
Let me find these
extravagant
quotes.
names.
Give me a second. Because like the way he just was, we just gonna come up with, because one thing he was saying, they were trying to recruit LaMarcus Aldridge when he was a free agent to come to the Suns. He was like, well, I have some young kids. I want it to be somewhere in their vicinity. And Sarver was like, we need to hire some strippers to get pregnant by these NBA players so they'll stay around. What? Mm-hmm. What? Like, what? Like, why is that even a?
Because that thought was like, them black folks like them strippers,
bro. Like, oh my god. And then there was another one that went viral. He I guess was upset at upset at Draymond Green for saying nigga on the court, and so he was like, I'm just tired of him just always just saying nigga. And then I think it was Earl Watson was like, you can't say that. He was like, why? Draymond Green should say nigga. Why can't I say
That's
nigga?
when he should have
like
went upside his head
kept
the second
saying
time.
nigga. He was just like, Draymond Green should say, I want to say nigga too. I want to say, and it's like, bro, what?
Why do you want to? Why are you so passionate?
Why?
About
Like,
this?
why are you fighting so hard for this?
And why are you still conscious in this locker room?
Because Earl Watson would have went to jail.
Yeah.
Come on, you know that.
I know.
You can like it's
I
Earl
know,
Watson.
but he better not ever say nothing about my black nothing. That you lost that privilege.
Yeah.
Folks not trying to go to jail, bro.
Well, I get it, but it's a lot of people that's a hate crime.
Now, is there a way he could have won it back? Could he have gone to maybe the higher ups and be like, hey, this is X, Y, and Z? Sure. Swinging can't be always the first option, especially when there's, when that's your livelihood.
But then you didn't step up and be like, hey, I feel uncomfortable.
No, I'll give you that.
Going,
I didn't know if he said, I don't know if he was one of the first people to report it because he's not with the organization anymore. He left, so I don't know if he reported and they was like, all right, you got to go. Type thing. You know how that goes.
I know.
We'll let you just kind of just back out the door quietly.
This is Earl Watson's second strike.
What's the first?
He fumbled the bag with Joy Taylor, man.
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he was with it.
Definitely fumbled that bag.
He fumbled that bag.
Oh my God.
That's 2 strikes.
That's 2 strikes.
God dang it. I was just defending you, Watson. Anyway, but and then the last one, the last Sarver quote. I forget. I think they were talking about trying to hire a black coach or something like that, and he was like, "Look, niggas need niggas."
Like, nah, bro, you're not finna just keep talking like this around me.
Black Twitter was like, "Why was the greatest quote from a white man? Niggas need niggas.
Niggas need
That's
niggas.
the ultimate hood quote.
Ultimate.
Like that could have been used in that. I could have saw that be me. John, what's his name? Shoot, the director just passed away.
Singleton.
That could have been in the John Singleton movie.
It's a Spike Lee tagline.
Hey man, that's Spike Lee. Man, look, the niggas need niggas. We gotta do. We gotta do better. Why is that not? Come on, bro. Niggas need niggas.
Need niggas is hilarious.
That is ridiculous. Wait, I gotta find this. Hold on.
Speaking of hood activities.
I gotta read this. I gotta. So Sarver once used the N-word when trying to explain to a staffer why he preferred hiring Lindsey Hunter over Dan Marley as head coach in 2013. According to a high-level executive who heard the remark, Hunter was the first-year Suns player development coordinator, while Marley was in his 5th year as Suns associate head coach. These niggas need a nigga, Sarver told the staffer of the largely black team, according to the executive.
Put that on a T-shirt.
These niggas need a nigga.
Did he just summarize the civil rights movement? We needed a nigga. That was Martin.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm all right. I'm over it now.
Oh man, these white folks, man.
They crazy. White folks is y'all crazy, especially when y'all get some money. Y'all crazy anyway. When white folks got some money,
yeah.
Man, oh man. What else?
What were you saying?
Hood activities. Just rest in peace to Alpo Martinez.
Oh yeah, Alpo.
Paid in full.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
They got him.
Streets don't forget.
Nah.
The young niggas don't know who you is.
Because at first they didn't know.
It's been 30 years since you've been out there.
It took them like a day to figure out it was him. Because obviously when he got killed, it was registered under his witness protection program name.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fake name. And then once they ran it through, they were like, oh, this is the guy in the movie.
Yeah. That was the one.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Rico.
Tough.
Damn it, Rico.
Damn,
Low key, that was one thing I was afraid of when I started going by Rico, like because I had just seen Paid in Full, and I'm like, shoot, niggas finna start trying to
be that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn my back on.
I have to follow in the footsteps.
Like, I don't. Like, who put this gun in my hand?
Yeah, 10 bricks in everything.
All right, do we got anything else to finish up?
We got 3 more. Speaking about niggas need niggas, Scotty versus Mike.
Oh,
I've been too good to you. I have done too much for you to be acting like this.
Once again, I tried to tell Rico that Scottie Pippen is on that Ja Rule list, and he was, no, you can't do that to Scotty. He is on that list.
I know that was because of the Larsa Pippen thing.
But yeah, he's on this list as well.
Well, now, yeah, for sure. Because it's like
we literally shouted your name out last week, Pippen.
Now we should darn near gotta do a Scotty tripping part.
We're gonna have to redo that.
But no, so for those who don't know, Scottie Pippen, six-time NBA champion, Hall of Famer, the Robin to Michael Jordan's Batman. He saw The Last Dance. Well, he was involved in The Last Dance and didn't like his portrayal of how he was going over in The Last Dance. He basically said Michael couldn't have been more condescending, all this, that, and the third. And for anybody who has any knowledge of Michael Jordan and how he feels about, 1, Scottie Pippen, 2, Phil Jackson, he has made it known numerous times, I don't get to where I'm at without that man from Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. He does everything to give that man his flowers. And Scottie Pippen, I guess because of the whole Larsa Pippen thing, he wants to grow his dreads out. I don't know if he's mad because his son not in the league yet. I don't know what he's upset about. But it's going out of his way numerous times to more or less backstab Mike. He was all, well, yeah, LeBron is probably better than Mike. Okay, that's an opinion. Whatever, fine. Okay. But then to go and say, oh, Mike was never truly a friend. Mike couldn't have been more
Yeah.
Everybody don't need a platform.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mind you, every
Scottie Pippen been quiet as hell for the last since '98.
Mind you, every year
Now
that video of him walking up to Mike in the booth,
Hugging him.
It goes viral every year.
He
Literally
went out to
every
go
year.
find, and Mike has gone out of, like I said, Mike has done nothing but show you love, help make you money, all of that.
Michael Jordan did what he was supposed to do as a member of the Chicago Bulls basketball team.
And y'all did it together.
Y'all did it together.
And he gave you credit. But my thing is,
I don't owe you nothing
but
else.
he took an extra step to give you the credit. He could have said these was my Finals MVPs.
And he did.
These was my.
And he said that for 30 years. And then he reinforced it with the last dance that these were mine, Scotty. Don't ever forget that.
But even on the last,
don't ever forget your back hurt that one game.
Even on the last dance, he was like, without Scotty, I don't do X, Y, and Z.
And then, but on the later episodes, he was, man, Scotty, you got a migraine? Really? Just migraine, your head hurt, bro? Come on.
Yeah.
That whole thing was
that
I'm
was
Michael
the
Jordan.
bad boys early on, right?
Yeah.
And when
he
he
was like,
went to get the surgery,
Yeah.
he's like, really, you're gonna
In
do
the middle of the
surgery in
season, yeah. And he was like, I felt that was irresponsible on Scott. My thing is, he's okay to feel that way.
It's like, no, let's not forget what you did.
Yeah.
While you trying to paint me as the dictator. I did what I needed to do to
To
win.
win.
Yeah. It's like if the Nets won this year and like 20 years from now there's a documentary and they're like, yeah, but Kyrie didn't do shit for the whole season. He just showed up at the end. And it's like Kyrie can't get hurt because of that, because it's true.
That's literally what you
Yeah.
did. Like, I don't know, man. My thing, like I said, I've been too good to you. I've done too much for you and for your career. You're not a Hall of Famer without me. Let's
And
be
then I
realistic.
don't need this anymore. Like, I don't, like this, that was 30 years ago.
Scottie Pippen is still pulling from the past.
Like, we don't need that no more. Like, that doesn't matter to
What's
anybody
happening right now? I'm
Yeah.
a billionaire.
When-
I have my own team. I got one of the greatest duos right now in the league between LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges. You worried about how I treated
You
you
worried
back
about
in
something
'94?
97?
Come on
It's
now.
'cause I think Pippen, with the whole arson and everything he's going through
That
in
ain't
his
got
life,
nothing,
he
nothing
has
to do
his
with
twist
Mike.
out.
I
Ain't
think
got-
that's what it is,
It ain't
though.
got nothing to do with Michael
Yeah.
Jordan.
He's trying to get them Rico
Did
twist.
she sleep with Michael Jordan?
The Rico
I
twist
don't know.
going.
We don't know.
This ain't got nothing to
We
do
don't
with
know.
Michael Jordan.
We don't know.
Probably.
Who knows, man?
Probably.
Is there anything
Speaking of sleeping, we got
Brittany Renner?
Brittany
Brittany
Renner,
Renner.
the queen.
I had
I
crossed
knew
it
it.
off originally, but then I'm like, nah, it's gonna come up. It's
Okay,
gonna come up.
queen.
so I didn't want to talk about her for the rest of the pod history, but she went viral for talking to academics of all
DJ
people.
Academics.
DJ Academics, and he called her out. I don't even like academics that much, but DJ
One in
Academics
99.
He
called-
held it down for PJ Washington.
He-
PJ Washington got to send him a gift card,
some
a Christmas
champagne
gift,
bottles or something.
Front row
something.
seats.
He called her out. He was like, "You a side chick?" And what makes me a side chick? Because I'm beautiful and because people want to sleep with me. I'm like, no.
He's like, no, because every guy you slept with, no one claimed you except this one, because you got pregnant.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have gotten pregnant, it would have been the same
And
story.
then he wrote a book about it.
Yeah.
And she was like stuck for a minute. Like she ain't like, but he ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying nothing the rest of the world wasn't saying.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things
With
where
somebody that's verified with a platform setting.
and said it to her face.
Yeah. And my thing is, once you go to Jackson State University, parents hide your sons. Okay, somebody needs to bring you back to earth. Yes, are they legally adults? Yes, but you sickos that's been in the comments saying, "Oh, what's wrong with what she's saying? I would have smashed her." Cool. But the simple fact of the matter is she's going after somebody who probably brain ain't even completely functional yet.
That's
But-
been thinking about this chick all day since first period.
Well, like PJ
In
Washington.
high school.
In high school.
No, at this point they're
Middle
probably
school.
Yeah, middle school.
Oh, my God.
Because I was in high school, she was popping.
Yeah.
and
They don't
I've
even
been in
care
high school
about the
for a minute.
actresses no more. That was our thing, was all the actresses. The actresses.
all
now
Instagram
it's just
models.
IG models.
BBLs.
Everybody. That's all it is. Everybody looks the same. Everybody's built the same.
Mia Khalifa held us down.
Facts.
That's how you close it.
Trenches.
Oh man.
Did you want to talk about Will Smith?
Not
Oh,
really.
man.
One thing.
Prayers for Will
The
Smith.
one, okay,
prayers. That's
one,
it.
real
Thoughts
quick.
and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
One thing I want to say, thoughts and prayers for sure. But one thing I do want to say, I talked about this last episode though. The sneaking the captions, taking out the very bare minimum
Yeah.
to make a highlight. The reason that he thought,
They basically said Will Smith wants to kill himself because Jada Smith
yeah, and then they was like, oh,
keeps
he
airing them out every week.
and then it was also like, oh yeah, Will wants to kill his daddy. First of all, y'all need to understand his life, what he grew up seeing. He grew up seeing his father beat his mother.
Yeah, I didn't do well too deep into it. I thought he was just like recently. I'm like, damn, Will
No,
Jada got you twisted.
that's what I'm saying. See, but it's stuff like that. And now think we would have made that cat. I knew why because I've kind of looked a little bit into his life.
I was gonna tweet Jaden like, bro, you might want to move out of the crib.
Yeah, so it's stuff like that. But it's like these toxic captions to pull people in. Now, one thing I will give Twitter credit for, they've been doing it for a while now though, is that before you retweet an article, you want to read the full article.
Yeah.
Because there's more behind it than just what we tweeted.
They also be like, you sure you want to tweet this? It has some offensive language.
Yeah, so
that may be taken wrong.
But yeah, thoughts and prayers.
So
to
at this
the whole
point,
Smith
if you want
family.
to say something and get blocked, that's on you.
Just leave them niggas alone though. Like the Smith family, I don't stop interviewing them. Yeah, because all y'all
you
doing
know what you're gonna get.
But see, the thing is that what I've realized.
But the thing
Smith
with Jada
family,
is
they
like,
say basic stuff that you just he said this to this caption.
It's because you know what, with like the Smiths and the Pinkett, I guess, or she's a Smith.
Mm-hmm.
They come off as like
Better than
the chosen
holier
ones.
than thou, one, and two, they're like they get in their spiritual bag and they're free, and Jaden just is like a girl and Willow just is like a guy, which you're free to do. Obviously, it doesn't matter. But they come as like they're free, like nomads type thing, like
we let everybody
like
do
Adam
their
and
own
Eve
thing.
type thing. So when they say something, it's like, the Jada and the Willow, we put them on this pedestal where like, damn, we want.
That's more our fault though than theirs.
They're the ideal. Yeah, it's our
Because they've
society's
always had
fault.
their problems.
They
Always been in the news.
It just wasn't but then it was like, okay, everybody want this Jada and Willow. Well, let's start capitalizing off of it. Red table talk.
Yeah.
Will Smith gets a partnership with Fitbit and Facebook. Since everybody want to just know about our life, fine. I'm gonna make some money off of it.
But as a woman and as a wife, you should protect the secrets, the bedroom stuff.
Like,
that should never come.
We
out.
started on Kanye. We're gonna end on Kanye. Kanye said, "If you say you didn't do it, and if you did, that's family business. Everything's family business at the end of the day. No one has to know
what goes on in the bedroom, what goes on in our house.
Put on a great. You're an actor, Will. You're a musician. Put out dope music. Put out great acting roles. Jada, same thing. If you want to talk about social justice, obviously you can. We don't need to know what you guys are doing in bed. We don't need to know. Although that is the rage these days, like like celebrities couples
talking about their sex life.
We could add this to the last Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Summer Walker. All the women on my IG, on my Snapchat, on my Facebook.
The album was decent.
I haven't listened to it yet. Everyone's shitting on London on the track. No one pays attention to the credits. Everyone go click on the credits.
He did all the production.
Every song. He's a
All the
producer on
production.
every song. And y'all are shitting on this man. If it weren't for this man, you're not getting this album. If she's shitting on him, okay. He's probably cool. He okayed it because he produced it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like
unless he just did it and then she added some.
And then she added afterwards,
But he made his money off of it.
But he has to clear it at the end of the day, unless it's one of those. I gave you 20 stacks and I bought the beat, and I can do whatever I want with it.
Like
it could have been one of those.
So like you pay for the whole. I got the beats.
And you could do do whatever the hell you want with it. You could slander me, I don't care.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, I'm most likely he cleared it. I'm pretty sure London on Track is getting royalties off this.
Absolutely.
Y'all shitting on him and he's getting paid, so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like
and then
Easy,
it's like
Easy said Dre Day made Easy's payday.
And once again,
I was just about to say that.
And
I promise you, I was.
Here we go.
Triple telepathy. I have nothing against like I said with Summer Walker, but it's also you were the fourth baby mama, so you saw there's a pattern, and you was like you decided that this was gonna be different for you.
Yeah.
Like
when you're Chief Keef and Future's 12th baby mama, and you're shitting on him, it's like you knew we are who they thought they were. Like the coach said.
So
it's like. I'm not gonna be mad if I get with Brittany Renner when we're successful, and she does the same thing in PJ Watt.
I'm gonna just sit there like
no one give me sympathy.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
I knew what type of time it was.
Yeah, I knew what. I'm gonna look at your son like your daddy dumb.
Yeah,
but it's okay. He knew what it was doing. He knew what he was doing.
I don't regret nothing.
He happy. He's happy you here, but he a little slow.
My favorite mistake.
But on that note, we thank y'all for tuning into an exhilarating episode of the Friendly Fire Podcast. If you have any questions, DM us at friendly_fire on IG or email us at friendlyfire2021@gmail.com. Once again, friendly_fire IG, friendlyfire2021@gmail.com. Obviously, email us. If you guys want to send us MP3s or MP4s, whatever, of your music, your art, email us your paintings so we can buy and put up, whatever. Let us know. Also, comment what you guys want to hear us talk about on the YouTube channel, on the Apple Podcast. You can comment. We're going to start putting polls up on the Spotify.
Hey.
Start asking questions, knowing what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear. So.
Wait. Fourth mic time.
Oh, yeah. So we have we have purchased
and procured.
another microphone for
Let it
anybody
begin.
who wants to
Express themselves.
On the pod.
Give us a
Express
story.
yourself.
slide through.
Drop some verses. Drop an ad-lib.
Do
Drop
what
a
you wanna do.
monologue.
Yeah.
So-
promote
Come
your
kick it
clothing
with us.
line.
Yeah, so
just talk shit.
Just talk.
Come
talk to
argue with us.
Give your opinion. Every week you listen, you're like, Zoo doesn't know shit about shit.
Tell it to his face. We got the
Let
fourth
us know.
mic.
So
No
we got-
more running.
we-
Let's go.
We got the fourth mic. So anybody who has opinions, whether it's political, music, sports, whatever, you want to kick it with us, we want to kick it with y'all.
Speaking
Let
of
us
Big
know.
Sean,
What's up?
Detroit versus everybody, friendly fire versus
Versus
everybody.
Everybody.
So
Shout
here.
out all 12 of y'all that be listening and
If,
watching the
yeah,
video.
if you have an opinion, you want to let us know verbally what your opinion
Come
is.
on in.
Now there's no excuse.
We'll
We got a
get
mic.
set.
We got a bunch of places to plug them into.
We got
let
chairs.
us know. We got chairs. You don't even got to be on screen. Just the fact that you here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do
We'll
like
take it.
we'll do like Joe Budden. We'll have the person off screen if you don't want to be on screen. We won't pressure you, but
Yeah.
just let us know what your
Anonymous.
opinion
We'll put
is.
a little-
Anonymous.
One of the little screens, you just your shadows in the back.
But yeah, man. On behalf of my boys, I am Rico, G Baby, Zoo, Friendly Fire. Be blessed.
See you.
Peace.